Hi, everybody, and welcome to August. Yeah, the second already. But we are faring pretty well weather-wise. Low 80s today, low 80s tomorrow, low 80s continuing until close to the end of the week and the end of your 7-day. We'll get back into the upper 80s, but some nice, very nice and pretty comfortable conditions for the next several days, accompanied with some shower chances throughout. A lot on the desk tonight. Before I get into headlines, we'll jump straight to them in just a few moments. My apologies for not being here on Friday, but if you caught the end of Thursday's program, well, I think it's with some understanding as to why I was not here. In case you missed it, Friday was Lacey's white coat ceremony, as it was as well for the other 145 students in the University of Kentucky's College of Medicine class of 2025. And it was an amazing day, not just because I'm a proud daddy, but just to be a part of that ceremony was truly amazing. And I think I'm going to try to show you some of that later on. I've got some video and some things, and it was really moving. And I think it would have been for anyone, even if you didn't have a child there. Certainly interesting, nonetheless. I also want to thank Virginia Salyer out there for watching. She lives over in Johnson County, and as I understand from meeting your son, who was there, of course, for your Rachel Fairchild is also a member of the class of 2025. A lot to be proud of, don't we, Virginia? But I learned that Virginia sits and watches the show just about every night, and I wish to thank you for that. And it was very nice to know the connection between you and the son and Rachel and the like, so thank you again. All right, let's get straight to headlines. The Sayersville Fire Department is still on scene if you're catching the 6 o'clock program of a structure fire. I have very little information, literally only dashing out the door just before sitting behind the desk to capture this video. Literally without time to get out and talk to any of the responding members of the Sayersville Fire Department or Chief Paul Howard, who of course was there on scene, as well as members of the Sayersville City Police. The call did come into Magoffin County 911 of smoke coming from a West Maple Street residence, and it was just a few doors down on the other side of the red light from the newsroom and independent offices that the fire department found this home, which sits just back a little bit off the road, emitting smoke. They were able to extinguish the blaze. I do know that they were in the process of placing fans at the door, in the doorway, to try to clear the smoke from the residence. The cause of the fire unknown, but I also believe that there were no injuries as a result of the situation. Again, if I can have an update before the end of the show, I will. In other headlines tonight, a lot of COVID news. None of it's good. None of it's good. The highest number of cases we've had today in Magoffin County since last year. And that wasn't a good day then either. We'll get to all of that in just a few seconds. You'll have to bear with me. It's going to be a lot to go through. First, though, a Magoffin County man is in jail on serious drug-related charges after he was a no-show for a traffic violation in Magoffin County Court. It was right around midnight last night that authorities with the Magoffin County Sheriff's Department went to a residence on Thurman Dyer Cemetery Road to execute a bench warrant in the name of this man, Frankie Dyer of Sayersville, after a traffic violation for which he did not appear in court as was instructed to do. And while serving that warrant, authorities noticed several marijuana plants growing on the property when they approached it. They went on to knock the door. We understand, or it's my understanding, that Dyer was not at the residence, but that a family member was, and gave authorities permission to come in and make sure that he was not there at the time, as she stated. However, Dyer did arrive on the scene while authorities were making entry to the house. They found a baggie with residue in it. After they did, they obtained a search warrant for the house, and as well as an outbuilding, the vehicle that Dyer was driving. And after all the search was done, they executed the warrant. They found a clear baggie with white powder substance, another baggie with white powder substance, spoons, residue, loaded needles with a clear substance inside them, a gray container with another powdery substance, 6 marijuana plants, and evidence. All of it was bagged and taken to the sheriff's office to be sent to the Kentucky State Police Lab for testing. As a result, Dyer was charged with cultivation in marijuana over 5 plants, possession of drug paraphernalia, trafficking in a controlled substance, first degree, and the investigation continues. When I come back, a number of storage rentals were burglarized in broad daylight Saturday over the course of the weekend. I'll have that initial report for you with a possible follow-up before the end of the show. There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. Summer is definitely in full swing at the Seasonal Shop, where it is filled with new arrivals in home decor, women's clothing, Ridge and Holler, and more. They've given their home decor a fresh look, and they have new displays literally wall to wall, from farmhouse to traditional, equestrian, and more. And Oat Shore neoprene bags are the latest craze in women's accessories, and they've got dozens of colors and styles available right now, and new ones coming in daily. And lily planters have arrived just in time for school or work. And don't leave the guys out. Ridge and Holler shirts, yes, that's a McGoffin County Cadillac cap, and hats are a huge seller at the Seasonal Shop. Designs so unique and so special for our area. Designs you can only get at the Seasonal Shop. They still have delivery, baby and wedding registry, curbside service, and more. Right now at Speedy's in Sagersville, you can save enough cash on a carton of cigarettes to get gas or even something to eat at JJ's Burgers and Beer inside with $10 off of every carton of Marlboros. And right now, they've got $6 off cartons of Eagles and $3 off every carton of Sonomas and LDs. Stop, shop, and save right now at Speedy's in Sagersville.
Appalachian Wireless is proud to offer the Emergency Broadband Benefit Discount. This federal program can reduce the cost of our 25 gig unlimited plan by up to $50 a month. If someone in your household qualifies for certain government benefit programs or experienced substantial loss in income in the last year, you may be eligible. Only one discount per household, and it's only available until allotted funds run out. For more details, go to AppalachianWireless.com/EBB. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Unlimited data speeds will be slowed to 512 kilobytes after 25 gig per line.
Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
Several storage units on East Mountain Parkway were burglarized in broad daylight by two men over the course of the weekend. Surveillance footage, albeit not a great quality camera, captured the thefts. Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of items stolen from at least two separate units, more than that broken into. This was the scene. As of earlier today, there was a $500 reward being offered by at least one of the victims. A bit grainy, not just from the quality of the camera, but also because this is actually zoomed in here and then being photographed or videoed with a phone. Nevertheless, it shows two men spending a lengthy amount of time on the grounds of the storage rentals next to Frontier Medical there, between there, I guess, or near Save-A-Lot. And for a number of moments, they spend their time prying open, kicking open, pushing open doors to several units. It looked as though they made entrance into two or three that were empty, but then found two other units which were not, and were thousands of dollars of personal belongings belonging to two separate McGoffin County families, I believe. I spoke with one. I spoke with Shauna Arnott. She and her husband Ryan were actually, as I was talking to them, en route to Floyd County after authorities had followed up on some leads that the Arnotts had received about a description of a truck matching the one seen here in the video. Altogether, from the residents, or excuse me, from the units, there were instruments, I believe musical, a ladder, boxes full of personal belongings. There was old money, coins, $1,000 estimated value of a drone, and other items, baby clothing, and more game systems that were taken from a couple of units. The individuals actually throwing out some old tires that were in the back of the truck to make room for other items that they were stealing. These pictures that you see here were sent to me just a few moments ago from the Arnott's as they were in Floyd County, following authorities there, acting on a tip that they believe was going to lead them at least to the individual responsible and hopefully the recovery of some of their items, none seen noticeably in the truck. My last contact with the Arnott's was just a few moments ago, and authorities were still inside that apartment or residence looking for the individual who may have been driving the pickup truck at least today, if not at the time of the thefts. Hopefully this time tomorrow we'll have news of an arrest. Here's tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. A very important reminder tomorrow, it's all free. It's not just the swimming at the Ramey Pool, but the hot dogs and everything else they're going to have to eat and do and all the fun that you're going to have. It's a free pool day at the Ramey Park, sponsored by Mayor Pete Shepard, his brother Johnny Shepard, and McGoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman. Just a conversation that led to a good idea that they ran with, and they thought, hey, let's do this for the kids of McGoffin County. So kids of all ages, adults too, doesn't matter. Come and spend a nice fun day at the park for free tomorrow, noon till 5. Again, at the Ramey Park Pool in Sagersville, noon to 5. And again, did I say free? I meant to say free. The Sagersville First Baptist Church wants everyone to know that Vacation Bible School has begun. Just because if you you might not have made it there tonight, you still go the rest of this week for the next several nights, all the way through the 5th, which of course is Thursday, and it's 5:45 to 8 nightly. Call them at 349-6276 if you have any questions. Vacation Bible School at Sagersville First Baptist Church, of course, right across from the Ramey Park Pool. And when you've got an announcement, a birthday or anniversary or whatever it is, you know how it works. Tell me. I'll tell everyone else. It's back. Boy, oh boy, is it back. The 17th annual McGoffin County Community Day is set for Saturday, August the 21st, 10 a.m. in the Ramey Park in Sagersville, where a $10 ticket gets you in to see music all day. From Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Ralph Stanley II and the Clinch Mountain Boys, Hammertown, Lenny Centers and Centerline, Caleb Doherty Band, Black Powder Express, True Gospel Echoes, the Project Echo Kids, and more. And that $10 ticket also gets you entered to win a car. All the food, fun, games, and prizes you've come to love at the 17th annual McGoffin County Community Day. Remember, $10 gets you in and a chance to win, and kids 12 and under get in free.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
It's time to play the Lee's Famous Recipe Daily Lunch Special Game, where behind curtain number 1 we have our super tasty country fried steak sandwich, and behind curtain number 2 our famous chicken sandwich with lettuce, pickle, and mayo, and you can get either one of those on a bun or a biscuit. But wait, behind curtain number 3 our extra famous footlong with homemade chili, and all 3 come served with our famous hand-dipped potato wedges and a drink. Monday through Friday for lunch from 11 to 2 for just $5 plus tax. You're a winner either way you go at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials, like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424. All right, it's COVID information time, and it is the worst that we have had to report in months. In McGoffin County, to begin with, the highest number of cases for a single day since last November 30th. That was a bad day. And today's numbers, well, they're even higher than that. When I first started talking to Felicia Eastep at the health department this morning, around noon they had 16, then they had 20, and then 21. And her last update to me right before she was ready to leave the door at the close of operation today around 4 o'clock, 22 cases just today in Magoffin County. 22 cases today in Magoffin County. Now go to the right of your screen, top right. You have to go back to November of last year to find a day with that number, or close to it. We had 21 cases in November, I believe on the 30th of last year, we had 21 cases. We've got 22 today. We just had 3 for the month of June, okay? For the entire month of July, significantly higher, obviously, 37 cases. We went from 3 in June to 37 in July, and actually look at the very last week of July there. The 25th through the 31st, 23 of those 37 cases just in the last week of July. We also have 5 currently hospitalized here in Magoffin County. Now the positivity rating, 35.4%. That puts Magoffin County in the red. Now when I take you to look at today's state map, we're not going to be in the red yet because these numbers, these new cases, well, they haven't made their way to the state. However, the health department has their exact same equation, formula that the state uses to calculate the positivity rating. And it is, as I can confirm to you right now, almost 35%. Now, here's some other numbers for you before we go to look at that map. Magoffin County has 1,186 total cases, 5 currently hospitalized. And out of those 22 cases today, this is also very important, out of those 22 cases, only 2 had been vaccinated. Contact tracing, she also wanted me to remind you, is still going on. We still have to follow the same guidelines as far as quarantine and isolation. All of that is still firmly in place. And may I throw something in just on my own and not in the words of Ms. Eastep, but be kind to those nurses who have the duty of calling everyone and letting them know that they've tested positive and trying to keep them healthy. The berating that they get, that I hear at times, is just unfathomable for just doing their job and trying to keep everyone safe and healthy. Now let's take a quick look at the incident rate map in Kentucky. And obviously this is not today, so I'm going to walk you through real quickly some of these. This is Thursday, June the 24th that you're looking at. 0 red counties, only 4 in the orange, 21 green, the rest in the very mild, safe zone of yellow. 3 weeks later, on Wednesday, July the 14th, we've got 2 in the red, 23 orange, losing a lot of the yellow, and only 12 green. 5 days after that, July the 19th, 2 weeks ago today, we go from 2 red to 8 red, 23 to 36 orange, 12 green to only 8 green, the rest yellow. July the 26th was 1 week ago today, 23 red. We go from 8 to 23 red. The orange is pretty much more than everything else, meaning we've lost a lot of the yellow, only 29 yellow and only 4 green. So that was last Monday. 5 days later, on Friday, we go from 23 red to 54 red last Friday, even more orange, only 2 green, only 12 yellow. And here's today's, looking at you. We went to 75 red counties today, 34 orange, only 1 green, and only 10 yellow. And from Governor Beshear earlier today, reminding everyone again just how serious of a situation he says we are in. Delta variant spreading faster than anything we have ever seen, calling for universal masking to be required in all state-run healthcare facilities, including veterans, nursing homes, effective as of tomorrow. And in addition, following the recommendation of the Long-Term Care Task Force, the Cabinet will require all contractors and state employees working in these state-operated facilities to be fully vaccinated against COVID by October the 1st.
As you can see, we have the most cases that we have had since February. February, most people did not have access to this vaccine. So we have the most cases now in Kentucky since before the vaccine was readily available. What that means is it's completely avoidable, and we can completely stop it. simply by getting vaccinated. Let's look at the positivity because it's actually a little more concerning. 38 straight days of increasing positivity rate. Today it's 9.77%. It was 1.79% in June. It's a date in June that it started escalating. It was 1.79%. It is now 8 points higher. Yes, this is absolutely alarming. But we do have some glimmers of hope. And that's that the number of individuals getting vaccinated on any given day is increasing in Kentucky, something we hadn't seen in a while. Over the weekend and through today, 22,663 new Kentuckians vaccinated. And let me just give you an idea about the pace of what that means. So in 4 weeks last month, we had 81,000 and change Kentuckians get their first shot of hope. Last week, we had 40,791. So in 1 week, we had almost half of what we had all last month. That needs to continue because vaccines are effective against the most deadly form of COVID that we have ever seen, that is impacting younger people, that will fill up our hospitals, and is entirely avoidable.
Beshear announced 1,052 new cases today, which was a little bit down from some of the numbers last week. I think we had up to 1,500, I think, at our highest per one day. But the positivity rating knocking on the door of 10%. 10% at 9.77. As for the governor saying that Florida's numbers and other states to our south are a precursor, as he did in that message, for our numbers, meaning we just tend to be a little bit behind in that respect. A day after Florida saw their most new daily case number since the beginning, the history of the pandemic, they yesterday set another record for current hospitalizations. That record established more than a year ago as well. They had 10,207 people in the hospital with COVID as of yesterday. The previous record is actually from July the 23rd, of 2020, over a year ago, when it was 10,170. In just the past week, Florida has averaged more than 1,500 new hospitalizations every day, and 35 kid hospitalizations each and every day. And that was on Sunday's report that they set that record. The day before, on Saturday, they set another record, a new daily case total record, 21,683 new cases reported just on Saturday, just in the state of Florida. That's the state's highest one-day total since the very beginning of the pandemic. The highest day ever. And that number was just 17,000, almost 5,000 different from just the day before. So, good news from there. I guess the only thing I can find good news-wise would be your Licking Valley RECC Outlook, where there is some good news. 56 tonight under mostly clear skies, some patchy fog out there as well. Pretty nice into a pretty nice day and afternoon. We were seeing upper 70s, I think, this afternoon for a lot of folks. 56 is going to be nice and comfortable tonight. Calm winds, mostly clear skies. Again, nothing more than a little patchy fog after 4 a.m. or so. Tomorrow, I think overall, mostly sunny and around 81 degrees. Shower chances to the tune of about 30% midday, around 1 or 2. And those chances will hold on to 30% off and on throughout the rest of the evening for your Tuesday. Very, almost identical. Well, No, almost. Identical conditions expected on your Wednesday. Temperatures, sunshine-wise, shower chances pretty much across the board. And then Thursday will stay in the lower 80s at 83 degrees, 62 for the nighttime low. By Thursday, a little lesser of a chance of showers and thunders or storms. Only 20% after 2 a.m., sunny and 83, and just, pretty much nearly, we'll say, picture perfect. Yeah, 20% chance of showers and storms is in there, but it's not much, and we're going to see some pretty nice weather, and I think a pretty nice trend throughout the majority of your 7 days. So that takes us all the way through Thursday. Friday, we're still holding on to mostly sunny skies and an 85-degree daytime high. Yeah, I'll get there in just a second with the graphics, but you'll notice that we go from the very low 80s pretty much all the way through midweek. Then we start a slow, steady climb Thursday with 83. Then Friday, we'll ratchet it up a notch or two to 85 degrees. And then from there, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's on to the upper 80s we go. Mostly sunny skies across the board, and pretty much a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms across the board as well. Maybe seeing a dry day, but still in the upper 80s by this time next week. All in all, a pretty nice run of some pretty nice weather for the first full week of August, mind you. That's it for tonight. Just getting started. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Thank you for watching.